Darius Stewart now on the return. Able to fight through one tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Throwing on first is McCown. Here's Wolford over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Breaks a tackle, and he goes out right around the 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. To throw is McCown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
That's it, baby. Let's go, hustle, fellas.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
50-50. Go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Let's
A
go.
bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Good stuff. Zip. Play. Zip.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Parker, the intended target. 3rd down here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off play action, Tannehill. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go. Hustle, fellas. Zip.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
20. Play. Go. Zero.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll run here with Blanche. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quick.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
Tag.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Play. Do.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Tannehill's first touchdown pass in over a year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And yes, that's exactly why the Dolphins used a 2nd-round pick on Mike Gesicki, specifically for that type of situation. He has a chance to be a real weapon in the red zone, and he gets a touchdown right there.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful spin and room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Bilal. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown catch on the last drive. Now he's got a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. They start the drive with a give to Powell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From his end zone, the count on 3rd and long. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, McCown. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Snap comes at 1. McCown. Got an open man. It's a noon one. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go. Where you at? Play.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They run it with Milan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jordan Jenkins leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll look to set up his blockers. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side. Of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Get up, go, go, go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's McCown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. McCown throwing on 2nd. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. After the interception, here's Tannehill. This is caught, and he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The return man is Grant. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill able to locate Wilson. Tannehill finding Wilson for the Miami first down. Tannehill now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Tannehill on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
50-50.
Now Balaj. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Balaj. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Go, go. Hey, 20. Play.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only did they drop, it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Regular, regular, regular. Down. Red 80. Regular. Here we go. Regular, 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 regular. Regular, 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 regular. Go for fellas.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's that red 80. Red 80. Regular, regular, regular. Regular, 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 regular. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Yes.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McCown. Onunwa's got it. Complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, 2nd half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Balaj. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Tannehill hands to Drake. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he stopped immediately there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Regular. Now set. 180. Regular. Get up there and come back. Down we go.
McCown to throw on second down. Dolphins got it. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Regular.
McCown will try again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Get up there and come back.
On 3rd down, Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground attack here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Run.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Steve McClendon in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. New York set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They start this with a run for power. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Let's go. Regular. Yes. Go.
McCown going to throw it here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses loses it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Now Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
They go again with Powell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
pour for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah. Her Rex on her, yeah. B-Rex better calm down, yeah. If you go around, come around, yeah. Whole squad, yeah. Squad goes on me, yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes, yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah. You can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning.